Guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host Ryan, hanging out with you guys tonight. It's about midnight here in the Plastic Planet, and I just thought I needed to get a video up for you guys. It'd been a hot minute, and so yeah, I don't have anything new to show you guys tonight, although I do have some new stuff to show off. I just haven't gotten it unboxed because I've been kind of working on my room again, especially my Star Wars room upstairs right now, down here in the arcade slash archive room of the Plastic Planet. And I had a little bit of an incident down here the other night, so I'll show you guys that as well. All right, guys, well, this will be fun. It's gonna be real vlog style. These are my favorite videos to make because they're really easy to make and they're just kind of fun and free flowing. And so yeah, let's get on it, guys. Let's get on it right now. Alright, yeah, guys, check it out, man. And excuse my furnace running in the background. I'm sorry. It is like 7 degrees outside, so my furnace is running like a motherfucker. But anyway, I had a total disaster down here the other night, man. As you guys can see, my Mutant Mayhem Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle display is, well, there was a lot of mayhem that happened to it. It's all fucked up right now and probably half broken, I don't know. Anyway, but this whole thing fell the fuck over. It was horrible. Made a terrible noise. I was upstairs and I heard this thing fall over because I had stupidly stacked boxes behind it, between my furnace and hot water heater and this display on the back side of this display. I'd stacked those boxes too high. They're actually my Star Wars, some of my Star Wars collection boxes, as well as some of my accessory boxes. I stacked them too high back there and they fell the fuck over and knocked everything over. Completely knocked this on the fucking floor. It was a huge fucking mess. Sorry, I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs, but it motherfucking sucked. And yeah, it was awful. And then I walked back behind it there and I saw one of my accessory tackle boxes that I keep a lot of my Hot Toys accessories in, right next to my hot water heater, and I got all paranoid as shit that somehow it had whacked into the pipe there. You guys can see the gas line that runs into my hot water heater from my gas line. I thought maybe it whacked that, and maybe I was going to have a gas leak in my house, so I was like totally like completely OCD and paranoid as shit. And so I was like, putting soapy water on it to see if I could see, bubbles, coming up from it. Of course, I didn't know that you could do this. I just Googled it real fast, what to do if you suspect a gas leak in your house. And I'm all down there, sniffing to make sure it didn't smell like sulfur. And then of course I had gas from my macaroni and cheese. So I was confusing my own flatulence with natural gas, potentially gonna blow up my house. It was really horrible, guys. It was not a fun evening. But yeah, so anyway, so I bought this this gas detector off Amazon and I ran it over it and it seems to be fine, and I don't smell any rotten eggs down here and I don't hear any whistling noises or anything like that. So I think we're good. I think we're safe. I don't think it damaged my gas line, but shit, that sucked. Guys, check it out. I'm up here in the Star Wars wing of the Plastic Planet, and yeah, I moved some stuff around up here the last 2 weeks since my last video, and I think it's looking pretty damn awesome, I gotta say. I mean, it's still messy, as you guys can see. It's still messy, but it's coming along. It's looking a lot better than it was before, and maybe I should have shown some in-progress shots. I didn't think to do that, but anyway, I got my fireplace back. That was the most important thing. In my last room tour, I talked about how I didn't care about having my fireplace, and I just, I had my Star Wars arcade one up in front of it, as well as some shelves. In fact, it's, they've been like that for over a year now. I said, I don't care. It's just a fireplace. I don't use it. But the truth of the matter is I kind of missed it. And I kind of miss this actually looking more like a room and not like just a hoarder den, And it's real easy to fall into that trap, especially when you've been collecting for as long as I have. Your room just kind of turns into like just hoarder hell. And you don't want it to look like hoarder hell. It's about control versus chaos. And right now I feel like I'm back a little bit more on the control side, whereas before it was kind of chaotic, so I don't know, but I think it's looking a lot better than it was. I did move my my Star Wars arcade 1-up machine back behind there. I'll try to keep my hands out of the shot. Sometimes I just want to point at stuff, and yeah. Anyway, so I did put my arcade 1-up back behind that cubby. That's where I had my refrigerator previously, my mini fridge. My mini fridge is now over here, which I think it looks pretty good over here. Sorry, it is messy, guys. It is messy. This is work in progress. But yeah, so I got my mini fridge over here with all my delicious Diet Coke. There's a 2004 VOTC Millennium Falcon there. And I also kind of moved some other stuff around. Kit Fisto's not going to live there permanently, but that's just where he is right now. I got my Hot Toys Obi-Wan Kenobi that I showed off in my last video on these little shelves here, as well as my Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader, battle damage Vader. He's sitting up there as well. He looks great, man. That's a great looking figure. Actually, both of these are really, really good looking figures. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I got some shelves there and just kind of stacked it up there on the side of my Detolfs, which look pretty good. Alrighty, well, what happened to those shelves? Well, I've moved them over onto this side of the room. I do have a smaller TV now down here, and so it's been able me to kind of be able to fit some more shelving on this side, so it kind of balances out the my TV viewing area a little better. So I got these white shelves over here, and then I got these white shelves over here. And I do have like I said, I do have a smaller TV now. That was sort of the result of an unfortunate incident that occurred during a Denver Broncos game this year, and where I threw the remote at the TV and broke my TV. And not proud of that, guys. Not proud of that. I don't advocate breaking things at any time, and my wife gives me shit about it relentlessly. But nevertheless, I had to purchase a new TV because I threw my remote at the old TV at the end of a Denver Broncos game that ended rather in a frustrating fashion. And so, yeah. So anyway, that sucks. As a result of that incident, I did buy this foam brick. So now whenever I get frustrated at my professional sports team, I can just throw that at it and it won't hurt it. So that's good. That's a good thing. But anyway, on back onto my shelves, guys. I do have some really, really cool things going on over here. I got my awesome blurgs, my blurg sets up there with the Mythos Boba Fett. And then coming down here, guys, I've got that awesome Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, as well as BT-1 and a Hot Toys Emperor's Royal Guard. Looking really, really, really nice. And yeah, I think that's a really, really nice looking backdrop. And then down below that, I have sort of my Tatooine set of Black Series figures that I had on the other side of the room. They're a little hidden now, I will admit. Can't see them as well over here, but that's okay. I think this whole setup looks really, really nice. And again, most importantly, I got my fireplace back, and this place just kind of feels like a room again, which is really, really nice. Well, I put this antique table that I used to have over here where my refrigerator is. I put this antique table right over here, and I just couldn't bring myself to throw it out. And I know it doesn't exactly, I know all my display shelves and all my display tables and whatnot are all mismatched shit, man. Like I said, I got an antique table here. I've got, shelving and TV stands from IKEA, as well as IKEA Detolfs, and it's all mismatched and whatnot. I know there's so many more awesome collections than mine that have all matching shelves and everything looks so classy and everything, and mine certainly is not classy, but you know, it is what it is. And I don't know, man. I'm kind of the proponent of, you know, enjoy your collectibles and think about shelving secondary. That's just sort of my opinion. I'm all about imperfection here. There's no perfection in my collection. There's no perfection in my displays. And it doesn't have to be that way. As long as I enjoy it, that's all that really matters. And so, you know, I'd rather buy collectibles than buy expensive ass shelving. And that's just sort of where I prioritize things. So it is what it is, but that's okay. Yeah. This little end table here I think it's an antique actually. My wife kind of has a thing for finding antique furniture at thrift stores and restoring them, and she didn't really want it. She bought this and decided she really didn't want to restore it, so she just kind of gave it to me. But yeah, you guys can see it's definitely really old. So what else is new? Well, here's something new. I picked up these, oh, there goes my arcade one up with some Star Wars music. That's kind of fun. But anyway, I picked up these Rebel pilots at GameStop, and I got a good price on them. I know they're $52, but I had like $10 in rewards points, another $5 in my monthly coupon or whatever to GameStop. And so I got these for like $40 instead of $50, and I think they look really rad. I got this really cool looking diorama over here. Of course, that's the new VC Luke Skywalker that just came out. So anyway, I got those Rebel pilots tucked in there, and there's General Dodonna there, and a really, really old Mon Mothma, and then a prequel. I think that's actually an episode 3 Mon Mothma with General Nadine there, or Nadine. And yeah, and there's a little backdrop there. That looks really, really rad. You know, they're getting a little briefing before they go, you know, kick some TIE fighters' asses. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty rad. In all honesty, I really bought it for the Duros pilot. You know, not the fucking She-Hulk figure back there, but for the Duros pilot. He just looks so freaking rad. The blue dude. I think he's a Duros, right? You know, the same species as Cad Bane and, you know, the one of the Cantina aliens from the original film. I think so. I think it's a Duros. But anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you know, my memory is not what it was in regards to all aspects of Star Wars, including alien species and whatnot. But yeah, really, really cool diorama. I dig it. I like it a lot. What else has changed? Well, in the quest to get more things off the floor, I'd previously had displayed all of my Galaxy's Edge Build-A-Droid droids, I guess, on the floor here. So I actually moved them up onto the top of this shelf, and I think they're doing pretty good up there. I don't think they're gonna fall. I might actually like get a little fishing line up there, just kind of anchor them in there. But so far so good. They're not gonna roll off there, I don't think. But it's still a little sketch. That's a little sus, as the kids might say, a little sus. But yeah, I think it's okay. I think it looks fine, and I think it's perfectly safe. But again, I might find some way to kind of put some stoppers up there just to make sure. Maybe get some door jams or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, so far so good. They've been up there for over a week now and no incidents. Oh man, I don't think I've shown off this yet on a video. I put this together a few weeks ago. Got my Imperial Light Cruiser Corridor diorama / playset. Actually got this off Amazon, I think, like 50 bucks. That's really, really cool, man. I really dig that one a lot. Of course, I got Moff Gideon in there, 2 Dark Troopers, and then I got that 4-pack of Death Troopers in there as well as just some standard Imperial Stormtroopers. And I bought a bunch of the Stormtroopers off Amazon. Yeah, just these guys. Here's one in packaging I still haven't opened up yet. But yeah, these VC Stormtroopers, they just look so damn good. Yeah, I mean, they're like 16 bucks a pop, so they're kind of expensive, but again, just looks so good, looks so premium, man. I love what Hasbro's been doing lately, guys, and I know I've said that in a number of my videos, but I do not get people bitching about Hasbro these days. I mean, yeah, they're expensive, but everything's fucking expensive. But I just think the molds are just off the charts awesome, man. And I've been at this game since 1978, so you know, I can speak from experience because I'm fucking old. But yeah, these figures are awesome, and this corridor is great, man. Finally, like dioramic elements you can add to your collection, and they look great, man. This and the 10V4, just yeah, chef's kiss, man. Chef's fucking kiss. This looks good.